clearly you can see here
It's not
that Brad
hard.
doesn't know how to open one of these.
Yeah, you know.
See?
Hey, rookies, it's like.
You watch that. You watch that all happen.
I mean, do you just bite it with your teeth? All right, so it's Thanksgiving. It's upon us. So Jesse, what are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for? I am thankful for my kids. We're getting to do a show, a Christmas show together. And so 3 of my 4 kids are in it, and it's super fun. And my youngest daughter gets to fly. She gets to be a flying angel this year.
I saw that. I saw the little video you sent me
I'm
about
trying
that.
to con Brad into coming to the show.
I don't think you have to con me. You just have to ask me.
Yeah. Clearly you can see here
It's not
that
that
Brad
hard.
doesn't know how to open one of these.
Yeah, you know.
See?
Hey, rookies, it's like.
You watch that. You watch that all
I mean,
happen.
do you just bite it with your teeth?
That's usually what I do. No, dude, I don't drink. I hardly even drink Martinelli's.
Look, this is some good sparkling cider. This is a common drink in our house during the holidays. So, from my side, you know.
Yeah, wait, let me ask that.
Yeah.
Brad, what are you thankful for?
So I think first and foremost, one thing where I try not to get too emotional, as my team knows, like I'm incredibly thankful for our clients. Like, I mean, construction it's a really hard business. There's a lot of trust that our clients give us. I mean, whether it be this build or other builds, I mean, there's a lot of complexity. There's, hands-on. And it was interesting, I do a lot of posting on social media, as you know, Jesse, that's why you're here. And years ago, there was someone who made a comment, and they're like, in this economy, and this was right around COVID, like Brad, you're posting these incredible homes, and like, this is really, it's tough for us who maybe don't have the means to see someone building something of this magnitude. And I've always had kind of the glass half full mentality, just being an entrepreneur, you have to be optimistic. And so my stance has always been, well, thankfully these clients are willing to do that. Most of them could probably travel. You hear that they could go buy a jet, where maybe a few people, the jet broker, a few people that are in that industry benefit. By them building a home, you can see here today, I mean, we have 20 people on site, and there's going to be hundreds throughout this build, and this is one build. So our clients that are willing to invest and take a chance on us, this is employing 30 employees at AFT. It's supporting my family, right? And then it's supporting here. I mean, you're doing filming for us, like you're an entrepreneur now.
Yeah. And think about it this way too, like not only it's a trickle down effect. It's directly affecting AFT, but it's then also affecting alignment steel, and it's impacting Fox
ICS
blocks
specialists
and ICS specialists and K&K here that are doing all this steel work. So like we definitely have, it's not just impacting the 29 that work directly for you, but it's impacting every single individual that works for all of the different vendors. And so by the end of this build, it's going to be thousands of people.
And I think that's something that's unique about construction is, one, you get to build something for someone and see kind of their vision, their life's work go into putting something of value to them that they can enjoy. But to your point, there's hundreds of people, thousands in most cases, from the suppliers and manufacturers to the laborers to our crews that are installing all the product. And so you think about the benefit to create a career for most of us, to do this, it's just a huge benefit. So I'm super thankful for our clients that are willing to invest, willing to build here in Arizona, because we only build here in Phoenix, and so super beneficial. And then of course my team, the 30 employees, I mean, their dedication to AFT and our vision, like the core values we have that we live by, that we speak about in our production meetings. And all of them, one thing that's tough as you're growing a business is, I may have my philosophies of how I want to communicate with the customer and kind of how I envision AFT growing over the years, and like that customer service, but to have 30 people that feel the same, like it's just unique to have that. So, and of course, for my family, immediate family, extended family, the support they've given me, life's tough. Like, let's just be honest, like it's easy to sit on camera and be like, oh, this is great, look at this build, and we have this amazing project, but there's complication in life, there's complication in dynamics and family relationships and kids, and as you have kids and they grow up, like, kids will stress you out as parents. I remember stressing my parents out, when I was a kid. I remember specifically when I was like 19 and my dad speaking, he's like, I didn't know if Brad would make it to this point. As a kid, I'm trying to run away from home, because I think I know better than my parents. So it's just, that there's just, it takes a village for, to run a company, it takes a village to raise a family. And so just incredibly grateful this holiday season.
Yeah. And so with all that being said, I actually have a question for you. A lot of people will say that entrepreneurship is a lonely place to be. So do you feel like your entrepreneurial journey has been lonely in a sense, or do you feel like you've done a good job of surrounding yourself with like-minded people that aren't going to bring you down, but they constantly are lifting you up? What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think it's incredibly lonely. In fact, it doesn't change. Like even, I'll get back to the support side, but even days like this week, sometimes it can be very lonely, right? And, I speak about that pretty often on the podcast. It's just, there's the ups and downs every day. And it could be really high one day and really low the next day. But that group is really important, right? The mastermind group, the coalition summit we do, the Build a 20, which has been incredibly personal for me. And we had our last Build a 20 meeting in Boston, and I got pretty emotional in that meeting, as we're presenting, just because that group is like family to me. And then our social media network, all the builders and designers and architects that I've been fortunate to meet, through social media or the Builder Show, like to share ideas and, thoughts and problems and everything else that we deal with. So yeah, it's entrepreneurship's tough, as Jesse. And so to have a group you can confide in, like there's just because you just don't have that peer in most small businesses. You're kind of operating yourself.
Well, yeah, I actually, last week, I'm pretty sure I text Matt. So Matt's behind the camera, just so that you know. But I text Matt and said, I'm low today. Like, call me when you can. Mm-hmm. Because we've talked about it before. I don't feel like I'm an entrepreneur, or I didn't feel like I was an entrepreneur until recently. And that's because of you. Thanks for that loneliness, by the way. But my thing is that I never really felt like an entrepreneur, but I also often felt alone in my thinking and in my mindset. So it kind of makes sense that it's a lonely place, because a lot of people aren't willing to take the risk. They're willing to take the job that they're unhappy with, but they're not willing to take the risk and do something that they really want to do or what they could enjoy. And they don't step into that opportunity as much as, somebody like you or I that's going to be like, how do I build a network? How do I build a company to, one, feed my family? That's the direct, impact, but also then feed a lot of families. And how do you do that? It is a lonely place, and I didn't really know it until, I would say the last couple of years. So
yeah, it's interesting because when you think about that we need creators and business owners, a lot of people may start the entrepreneurship journey thinking, I want to operate on my own schedule, I want to do my own thing, not realizing the hours behind the scenes that it's actually more time commitment, more energy, more mental stability, more of that emotional, roller coaster, if you will. But we have a lot to be thankful for, Jesse. It's a tough world, tough business. And with all the chaos in the world, grateful to be surrounded with amazing people and amazing partners such as yourself. So cheers to 2024 and a wonderful 2025.
Yeah, here we go.